Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Soichiro Takashima, Mayor of Fukuoka City. Thank you for joining us today. I am happy to welcome so many people, some from abroad, in this event. Let me introduce Fukuoka City to you. Fukuoka City is the largest city in the island of Kyushu, being close to the Asian continent. The city has long served as a hub connecting Japan and its Asian neighbors. The big features of Fukuoka City is its compactness. The city has an airport, a seaport, and a central train station, all within a 10 minutes distance from the city center. It is not just about urban setting. The city also has rich nature nearby. And this is the heart of Fukuoka City. The central part of the city has an underground shopping arcade that conveniently connects the main commercial and office buildings. The natural landscape surrounding the city provides comfort to the residents. The city has rich historical resources owing to the long history of exchange with Asia. This is a former site of the Fukuoka Castle, built 500 years ago in 1601. The city has many shrines and temples. The largest wooden Buddha statue in Japan, and a beautiful rock garden. In Fukuoka, there are many traditional handicraft passed down by craftsmen. This is an image of a traditional textile called Hakata Ori. Its technique has been passed down from generation to generation. And this is festival. Hakata Kiyon Yamatasa is an annual festival with 700 years of history. And Hakata Dontak attract many visitors from home and abroad. Fukuoka City is also famous for its rich food culture. Being close to the ocean and the mountains, the city is blessed with a fresh and delicious food. Open-air food stalls, yatai, is one of the best-known symbols in Fukuoka. Yatai are always crowded with visitors and business people. And next, I will talk about evaluations of urban development of Fukuoka City. Japan's population is decreasing due to population aging. But in Fukuoka City, the population growth rate is number one among 20 ordinance designated cities in Japan. Among other cities in Japan, we have the highest percentages of young people aged 15 to 29 and of young women. And we have the second highest percentage of students. In June this year, the British publication Monocle has selected Fukuoka as the 7th most livable city in the world. And 95% of our citizens are satisfied with how livable the city is. Fukuoka City is also the only city in Japan that has been reported at the UN General Assembly and recommended to other member countries as a model for livable urban development. Next, I'd like to introduce Fukuoka City's policy on Asia. Fukuoka City has developed as Japan's cultural gateway to Asia since all times. Around 30 years ago, under the city image of a focal point within dynamic Asia. Fukuoka City began to establish its identity as Asia earlier than most of the local governments in Japan. In 1989, Fukuoka City held the Asian Pacific Exposition to celebrate Fukuoka City's 100th anniversary. This was followed by the Asian Pacific Children's Conversation in Fukuoka, the Fukuoka Prize, the Focus on Asia Fukuoka International Film Festival, and the Asian Pacific City Summit. Furthermore, the UN Habitat Regional Office for Asia and the Pacific in Fukuoka and Fukuoka Asian Art Museum, the only art museum in the world for Asian modern and contemporary art, were founded in Fukuoka City. In addition, Fukuoka City government holds an Asian Party, a collection of events with the key concept of Asia and creativeness. Throughout September and October, the city will be filled with Asian Party colors. This year marks the 28th year of the Asian Pacific Children's Conversation, APCC, in Fukuoka. Children from 30 countries and regions in Asia and the Pacific region come to Fukuoka and experience an exchange camp and a local homestay. Also, children of Fukuoka visit Asian Pacific countries and regions. So far, APCC has invited 9,000 children from 54 countries and regions in Asia and the Pacific region to Fukuoka for this project. The program also has given the chance to visit such countries and regions to nearby 3,000 Japanese children representing Fukuoka. The networks established so far between APCC and Asian region are a wonderful fortune for Fukuoka City. Fukuoka Asian Art Museum is the only museum in the world that specializes in Asian contemporary art. There is a residence program inviting Asian artists to work on their art and interact with the people in Fukuoka. The Fukuoka City Public Library Film Archive has a rare world-class collection of Asian films. The collection also includes a lot of Indian films, such as A.R. Rahman's film score debut, Roger, and one of his most important works, Bombay. Now, let me introduce Asian Party. The core event will be The Creators, which aims to promote the creative industry such as films, music, and games. The event combines state-of-the-art digital technologies and entertainment and will be held in October in an open space besides the City Hall. The Focus on Asia Fukuoka International Film Festival offered screening of the best new Asian movies and films that everybody talks about. Every year, many directors, actors, and actresses are invited to this festival. Today, the opening ceremony will be held. I heard that all of you at this press conference, including foreign media companies, will cover this festival. I hope you will enjoy it. Next, I would like to introduce the Fukuoka Prize. This year again, I'm deeply honored to present this prize to the wonderful laureates. Many Fukuoka citizens look forward to meeting them at the award ceremony tomorrow and at public lectures starting from the day after tomorrow. The Fukuoka Prize started as a rare international pride for Asian cultures in the world. Some of the laureates shown on the screen might come from your country. This year is the 27th year of the Fukuoka Prize, and over 100 laureates have been awarded. The Fukuoka Prize is prestigious award with history. The award ceremony is held each year in the presence of Their Imperial Highness Prince and Princess Akishino. My presentation will be followed by the introduction of this year's laureates and Q&A session. I kindly ask for your coverage of the following part. At this ceremony, at this Creative City Fukuoka, Asian Party starts today with a concept of Create with Asia, attracting people, goods, and information of Asia. We have a long lineup of events until the beginning of October, including the award ceremony of Fukuoka Prize, film festivals screening the best selected Asian films, and other creative performances. I hope all of you, journalists from the foreign media companies, the laureates, and their companions will enjoy your stay in Fukuoka, although it is short. I also would like to ask for your cooperation in PR activities for Fukuoka after going back to your own country. Thank you very much for your attention.
今年の3名の受賞者をご紹介しましょう。大賞を受賞されるインドの作曲家、作詞家、歌手の A.R. ラフマーン様です。次に学術研究賞を受賞されるフィリピンの歴史学者、ジャーナリスト、作家、文化行政官のアンベス・ R ・オカンポ様です。次に芸術文化賞を受賞されるパキスタンの建築家、建築士家、文化遺産保存活動家、人道支援活動家のヤスミーン・ラリ様です。改めまして各受賞者をご紹介させていただきます。大賞受賞の A.R. ラフマーン氏は映画音楽の新境地を開拓し、世界を舞台に活躍するインドの国民的アーティストです。学術研究賞受賞のアンベス・ R ・オカンポ氏はフィリピンの学術、文化、社会の発展に貢献する知識人です。芸術文化賞受賞のヤスミーン・ラリ氏はパキスタン初の女性建築家として歴史的建造物の保存活動や人道支援活動にも力を注ぐ女性リーダーです。なお受賞者の経歴や贈賞理由につきましてはお手元にも資料をお配りしております。 それではここで受賞者の皆様から受賞の感想をお聞きしたいと思います。はじめに大賞受賞の AR ラグマン様、よろしくお願いいたします。
What a great honor, coming from India all the way to Japan to Fukuoka city and getting this great honor. I never expected all this, and I just learned that some of the people whom I admire, like Kuruso, and Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, so I got this, and I was really moved hearing that. And so I'm looking forward to this function tomorrow, and once again I want to thank for this service.
続きまして学術研究賞受賞のアンベスアール・オカンポ様、よろしくお願いいたします。
When I saw the list of the awardees, I was both honored and humbled by the award. It's totally undeserved, but sometimes we think that for me it was a bit scary because I don't know what I will do afterwards to continue to deserve the award. So I'd like to thank the city and the people of Fukuoka for recognizing I work, and we hope that this will be the beginning of many other connections between my country and Asia.
続きまして芸術文化賞受賞の安見なり様、よろしくお願いいたします。
Well, I'm of course deeply privileged to be here today. My work is not that well known, I thought, and since I work for the poor now and for the disaster areas, I didn't think it merited any kind of recognition of that kind. So I'm deeply humbled and honored by this particular gesture of the Fukuoka Prize Committee, and coming to this wonderful city of Fukuoka, and the kind of warmth and everything that we received has been absolutely heartwarming. I'm just hoping that perhaps between the two countries, between Pakistan and Fukuoka city particularly, and Japan in general, we may be able to have a lot of interaction for cultural heritage and for disaster preparedness. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.